Morning gang, this is Mike G from Mr. GTV and MrMikeGone.com talking to you, making a brew. How are you today? What's going on in the world is so fascinating. Some might call it horrific. I suppose on one level it can be quite concerning, but I use a word which is interesting. The reason I use the word interesting is because I think we are the observer of it. Here I am making a cup of tea, making a brew, and it's early in the morning. Just been out on the road to get some milk, and I'm driving round and everybody's sort of like just living their own life. If you were to zoom up and become an alien in a spaceship and observe human behaviour, you've got all these boxes, houses, and people have an inside the house life experience, and then they come out to work or to go play golf or to go shopping or see friends, go to the pub, have a coffee, whatever people come out of the house to do, and then they go back home, don't they? Inside the home, outside the home. If that is your life, then none of this stuff in the world will have too much effect on you, as long as you're safe when you're outside the house and as long as you've got enough money to live inside your house. Some people don't have the privilege of a house, they're renting or they're sharing or whatever they're doing. I think our governments should allow us to have basics, and within a country the infrastructure should provide for the people from that country, maybe some visitors, and we should be able to freely travel to other places, freely travel. This is, as an observer now, if you were an alien, what you would see. What's your experience inside the home? Have you got those basics in place? If you haven't got those basics in place, that should be your goal, to get the basics in place. To feel safe in a bed at night with warmth, fresh air, clean clothes, sanitation, nutrition. And then when you go out, you want to be safe, you want to be able to get what you need, have your needs met, and have some fun. So if you get involved in the politics of things stopping you from doing that, or if you get concerned and worried and frustrated or fearful about the change in society, and there's lots of change in society at the moment, I can't believe what's happened in the last 10 years. But if you look at history, I think me at 67 now, the last 10 years since I was 57, and actually I moved to Thailand for personal reasons, because I could foresee a lot of this. And so I did what I considered at the time was best for me and my family. Even the family that didn't come here, so that I wasn't a burden on them, even though they would say I wasn't. But I know what my personal circumstances were. You know what your personal circumstances are. Have you ever sat down to work out what's best for you? You're totally selfish. And if you've made some decisions that are not working out, if you've made some mistakes, you don't have to stay where you are, you don't have to settle. You don't have to settle in the job that you don't like. You can compromise, or you can shift your mindset to make it more pleasurable. Your relationships, your living experience. But for me, looking around, there's a massive agenda to accelerate a change to reset society. There's an interesting word. So the government and global movers and shakers have got their reset agenda, but for me it's an awakening. Even the lockdowns of a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, when I couldn't get back to the UK and I had to stay here, changed my mindset, and everybody that I talk to in my groups, my friends, my students, my clients, say that they had a life-changing experience, positive or negative, neutral, whatever. But it changed the way that we perceive ourselves. People were very introspective, gave you time alone. That was either heaven or hell, but it was life-changing, mind-changing. Changed the way we work, changed the way we shopped, changed the way we spent our day. And that's continued, hasn't it? Maybe that was needed. Look at the wars, look at the refugee problem, look at the financial crash, look at the way we do every aspect of our life, the way we shop, the way we purchase things, the way we interact, what's available for us. It's changed a lot, hasn't it, in the last 3 to 5 years since the lockdowns, since the C-19. And in the few years running up to that, you could clearly see that things were moving in a direction where it was prophesied or predicted that there was going to be social change, and there's going to be more social change. Be the witness of it, be the alien looking down. And the two basic things are: make sure that you've got in your home what you need, and make sure that you organise your life so that you feel safe where you are with who you've got. And if you're not safe, start moving towards that safety. Start to get your house in order. I mean, you know, even if you're not working, make sure you're getting your benefits. If you are working, make sure that you're working in a way that works for you. Otherwise, why are you working? And set some of your own goals. When was the last time you read a good book? Most people don't read a book after they leave school. Educate yourself. I'm self-taught. I'm a motor mechanic. I went into a trade. I'm good at that. I did it for 32 years, but my psychology is self-taught. Went to university when I was 50, Open University. Completely reinventing myself. You can reinvent yourself. There's no reason at all why you have to settle for any aspects of your life, and never fear change. Change is exciting. This change in the world can be exciting if you witness it and say that's interesting, rather than that's a nightmare. And if you want some mentoring, some guidance, and you want to chat, I'm here for that. I'll talk for free. If we do sessions professionally, there's a fee. Most of the money goes to charities. That's my personal choice. Make some personal choices that work for you. And check back. For me, Mike G again, talking to you, making a brew. Be powerful, enjoy your mind. Cheers.